there's power all over the place.
Right.
And if we're not so busy pushing that into somebody else's vision, powering up their projector, which doesn't have us written in. We're minorities. It's not even a term that is a minority by a number. It is we're outnumbering on a number level. They call in Chinese minority, and they outnumber everybody in the world. This word minority is a reference to that. Supposedly, you're not a highborn. You're not an angel. You're not in this high state of in the court and accepted. That's what their terms mean. So if you want to accept any of the things, I don't vote. Do not touch their stuff. They're working magic. This is polls, casting, spells, all that stuff going on. Don't touch any. Don't waste your time.
Right.
If they can get 1 minute from you, they'll get it and be happy. If they can get 2 hours, they're more happy. If you're going to do anything with them, meaning learning or watching anything they're doing, let it be so that you're actually forming your strategy of how exactly you're keeping your ear to the ground of what's going on so you can know how your assets are moving through the space. Okay. That's their only use. And to show us exactly how not to do this thing. We got to have one more final thought.
Okay.
There's an issue here with this continuous aspect of who came first, the chicken or the egg, meaning that, you know, who's really human and who's got a soul, and is it the black one?
Yeah.
One? And this is very important from a spiritual level to realize that even if you say that you're an originator, that means everything that came after you is your child. So if you start rejecting your children, no matter what state that they're in, this means that you're definitely not reflecting Ma'at, which is the divine feminine, because she's going to take all her children, no matter what condition that they're actually in, from being on the wheel of life. And she's going to still embrace them and give them their warmth. She's not going to reject them because she knows exactly where to put them. This is the reality. You got to know how to put these elements in the world in their place. When I see any of this stuff on TV, it fuels me. They're like, okay, this one's dangerous. He's fueling himself on negativity. I said, well, shoot, nature. I figured out that, shoot, if there was a lot of negativity around, if we could use this as a fuel, this is what you got to think about. Like sometimes it's like, man, there's a lot of negativity going on around here. Y'all got an excess of negativity. Can negativity be used as a fuel? So every time, because I used to let it scare the crap out of me, like, what are they going to do next?
Right.
Now, when I turn the energy and invert the energy into where it's supposed to be at, now I'm like, okay, yeah, this is exactly why I'm getting myself together.
Right.
It's like having a bad relationship, and then now you're out of the relationship, you moved on, things are better for you, and you still see this person, and they still going in that crazy direction. You're like, that's exactly why I got out of that relationship. This is what it's got to be like for you in the world right now. You got to be looking at it, you know what, this is exactly why I'm becoming sovereign. Y'all, get yourself together. You can stop depending on them, and then you're going to be so far ahead in a short period of time. Because this is a quantifier. Nature, earth, your body is a quantifier. You can plant one seed and get a ton of fruit. So that's what quantum actually is. So as long as you're planting these seeds and you're planting them with the intentions to get you into another stage, and they really bear witness to that because you know the alchemical principles to these matters. You know all the laws, the codes, and the resonance of the days which we give you. Now you ride with the winners. And that's it has to be some time to do that. And as our pastor father guru used to say, Delbert Blair, you only got to do this one time. Meaning that all you got to do is come online really one time and get yourself activated. And then you will have a succession of experiences, but you will not forget. You will be conscious through all of your experiences. And when you load up another one again, it won't start from what we would call the beginning. Like you never see a dream start from the beginning because there's no beginning. It's the implementation of all of our knowledge. There's no beginning. So you see it start up and it's already going. That's how you'll move. So when you die, which is an interesting word, but when you die, you will literally move into the consciousness or the dream or the world that you choose to project if you have control over the vehicle. So that's your incentive here is, if you don't, I don't want to go into the sad stories about what would happen to you. There's a lot of dogmatic traditions written about that. It's just about, because you can do this now in your life, just taking that opportunity for yourself to invest in self. There it is.
So powerful.